When Betty joined them, that is when Pastor Kanyari alianza kupata riches came in, a lot of things started happening. Akasema okay, now I need to get a lot from people. Akaanzisha ile kitu inaitwa panda mbegu ya 310. For those people who remember 310, that thing is not only a saying on a certain media that who knows what kind of work the current husband of Bayo is doing. Who knows? Yes, good afternoon, good morning. It depends on the time una watch kipindi. Number one, I want to introduce myself as a person who has been sent to say the truth without fear. Many people will recall my face. Many people will know who is talking on this media, because I've been on social media not once, not twice, but several times. This round, I want us to speak about the reality of the world. Now, speaking of the reality of the world, there are things I'm going to touch. There are things I'm going to talk of. Some people will not be happy. Some people are going to say negative things, but I don't care. But the message must reach to whom is going to listen to this. What is spiritual life? Because today, people die. Today, things do happen. And people tend not to know the truth. Yet, there is truth of everything that is happening. When I'm saying this one, my main point here is the current deaths which are happening. People are killing others. People are using other people's spirits to manipulate other people. Like you see, currently in Kenya, I think Kenyans are mourning the death and demise of a gospel artist called Betty Bayo. Betty Bayo, many people will remember her, and will remember some of her songs which used to touch many people. And talking of Betty Bayo, there's a very big story here that everybody needs to listen to. Before you rush into a judgment, I want you to listen to this, how things happen. Today, the church is a weapon that is used to finish people. The church, there are people in the church who are being used to manipulate people. There are people in the church who are being used to win souls. What am I meaning? I know most of you can remember the story of Shakahola and what happened in Shakahola. Yes? Shakahola, the people involved in the Shakahola drama and the Shakahola massive killing of people, these people were church people. Those who involved in the deaths in Shakahola walikuwa watu wa kanisa. The same way I'm saying, Betty Bayo, who died some days back, there's a top secret about her death that when you're not very careful, unaenda kufungwa macho and you're not going to understand the whole concept in this. Betty Bayo's spirit imechukuliwa kwenda kutumika in manipulation. Betty Bayo's spirit, because when she was alive, she used to do a lot of things that pleased God, and she could convince a large number, she could command a large number of people to listen to a word of God because of her message in the gospel. But Betty never knew that the first marriage she entered in, it was a cultism marriage. You see, life is divided in many things, and if you're not very careful, you need to differentiate between all the concept and all the concepts of life. Life entails two major things: the body and the soul. And when you read it is in the book of, when you read Matthew 10:28, Jesus is talking to his disciples, and Jesus is talking to the Congress, the people who are listening to him. Jesus is telling them that do not be afraid to that person who kills the body and cannot kill the soul, but be afraid to that person who can kill both the soul and the body. Now, I want you to understand what I'm saying. This is Jesus explaining to his disciples that usiwe na shaka na mule mtu ambaye anaweza kaua spirit pamoja na mwili, lakini muogope yule ambaye anaweza ka destroy both spirit and body. Now, when God created man, God gave breath to man. And remember, for man to be created, there was a semblance of certain things. When you read Genesis, it will tell you that God created man from dust, and he put in his breath in the dust that he created, and that is a human being. Wakati aliweka hewa yake kwa mwanadamu, aliweka hewa pamoja na spirit, soul. That's why when somebody dies today, there is separation of two. When someone dies today, there is separation of two things. The body goes back to where it came from, which is the dust, and the soul goes to its own creator, who is God. Now, I want you to understand this thing that I'm trying to bring out about Betty. Betty went in a marriage with Kanyari, but Betty never knew that this family that have gone into a marriage with this home is full of cults. Wengi mnamjua mama ya Kanyari. When I say wengi mnamjua mama ya Kanyari, you understand what I mean. Mama ya Kanyari alikuwa anafanya sarakasi ambazo Kanyari anazifanya sasa hivi, and that one, it has costed her family. Now, mama ya Kanyari is the beginner of the cult the likes of akina Kanyari are in. She is the founder, part of the people who founded that cult. Now, another person coming in with another soul, coming to join in a family that already has an existing cult, and you are coming as a daughter of God. You are coming to help this family to win souls, so that these souls can be manipulated. When Betty joined them, that is when Pastor Kanyari alianza kupata riches came in, a lot of things started happening. Akasema okay, now I need to get a lot from people. Akaanzisha ile kitu inaitwa panda mbegu ya 310. For those people who remember 310, that thing is not only a saying, that was a word that had a significance to every ear that listened and gave attention to. That is why many people went up giving out a lot, giving out more than what was required. Some were giving out 3,100 as 310, and that went on. Kanyari created a lot of money. Now, this innocent daughter amejipata katika hii sarakasi ambayo yeye hajui. Atafanya aje? When she comes to realize about it, Betty came to realize that no, these all things are not about godly. Hii ni cult, and this cult, God is against it. What can I do, me as a woman who has dedicated herself to serve God? Betty decided to get out of this marriage, even though they had something, they had shared a lot with Kanyari, ambapo walikuwa wameshazaa watoto, but she came to realize this late. That's why one musician said, nipe macho nione, macho nipe macho nione, sawa sawa. Not that she did not see, but as a human being, always pray to God to help you know the inner part of the world. If you get the opportunity to know the inner part, of the spiritual view, the inner part of the problems that are surrounding people, it is easy for you to solve them one by one. That's why when you go to a hospital, you cannot be treated kama hujapimwa. You must go through the test first. The doctors must identify what they are treating. Now Betty Bayo is walking out of this marriage, but it is too late for her. And one mistake she did, she walks from fire, she walks from a thorn pinch, she goes into fire. Why am I saying this? Betty alitoka kwa Kanyari, akapatana na a guy that she doesn't know about his background. This guy, I asked the other time on a certain media that who knows what kind of work the current husband of Bayo is doing. Who knows? Because this man had a family. He had an established family. He had a recognized family. But because of what happened, the wife died almost the same age as Betty Bayo. Bibi yake akakufa na huyu jamaa akabaki. And they were staying outside Kenya, outside the country. This guy had to consult with the cult of his home. And they had told him, there is a desperate soul, you have to win it. And the first thing, let me tell you, if you don't know, people today go for life insurance. And that is the benefit this guy is going to get out of Betty Bayo's death. So, huyu bibi yake amekufa. Betty Bayo ametoka kwa familia ambayo alikuwa yeye ndiye mke peke yake. Anaingia katika ndoa ambaye mwanamke mwenzake amekufa akazikwa, so yeye anakuja kama kupoesha uchungu. Anakuja kama replacement because she was not the main woman in this marriage. What happens in between happens. Betty anajipata ndani, anakanganyika, anaingia box, they go on, they do a wedding. The man who had married Betty before anakataa kuendelea na mahusiano na wanawake wengine. He stays single because the cult they are in inamwambia kwamba don't get married, wait for your woman. If she will not come back, the worst will befall upon her. Betty kidogo kidogo anaanza kugonjeka, and you people think it's a joke. Yeah? You think it's a joke. Let me tell you, don't joke with the soul of the departed one. It can be used to do anything. And I've said this several times and I'm repeating. Usiwahi cheza na spirit ya mfu. Na spirit ya mfu, you can temper it with in many ways. Number one, attending the burials and performing certain ritual activities. Number two, visiting that person in the mortuary and performing such shocking activities ama vitu vya kushangaza pale kwenye mortuary. You know, I told the people, wakati Betty Bayo alikufa, alipelekwa pale mortuary. Na before mwili wake kuwa transferred kutoka KNHIF, Kenyatta, yes. Before mwili wake utransferiwa kutoka pale, kupelekwa kule ambako ako, Kanyari lazima angefika pale, liwe liwalo. Na if hange obey na afike pale, the worst could have happened to him. Now, Betty Bayo akona bwana, akona watoto, and she has also an ex-husband. Who do you think should mourn Betty in the right way of an African man? It is the current husband. But what Kanyari is playing, I don't know if it is clout chasing. I don't know the cult he is in imemwambia afanye vitu ambavyo anafanya. Now, I told a certain media, amukia pale mortuary very early in the morning. Kanyari is going to come with a very big convoy of cars. He went there, he recorded, akanitumia, akaniambia what you said imefanyika. What was the purpose of Kanyari kwenda pale asubuhi? You see, there's a reason to why people do what they are doing. Kanyari kuamkia pale mortuary asubuhi, akona reason. Pale mortuary, number one, mwili wa Betty wakati alifikishwa pale, the process ya mwili ya mahiti ya mtu amekufa, vile nilikuwa nimeelezea on a certain media, inakuanga pale. Mwili ya mtu ikishaletwa inawekwa pale, inaanza hizo mambo na preservation. The process of preservation. Number one, wanafaa wakate mwili, kuna sehemu zinakatwa, wanaingiza dawa. Baada ya sehemu kukatwa kuingizwa dawa, if you are a spiritualist guy or you are a person who is in a cult, hiyo maji ambayo inatoka pale ukipanguza ama viraka ama hata anything ya mtu mwenye amekufa, ukienda kuitumikia hata kwa biashara, kwa kanisa, kwa nini, you can do a lot of fake things. Now, Kanyari ako na reason to why aliamkia pale. He was not going to mourn the former wife. No. He has a personal reason to why he went the mortuary. Na yeye mwenyewe anajua ni kwa nini alienda pale mapema kabla ya bwana ya Betty Bayo kufika pale. You see, if you are in a cult, you don't do things as you wish. You do things as you are forced to. Unafanya vitu kulingana venye umeambiwa. Go do this and this and this and this will happen. Lazima Kanyari angekuwa pale. So mwili wa Betty ikaekwa pale, ikakatwa, wakaeka nini, dawa na nini, those things ya kupreserve ndio asioze, wakamtoa pale, wakamweka ile kitambaa ya kawaida ya white ya kawaida, akatolewa pale, akasongeshwa kwenye sehemu ya fridge so that mwili usianze kuoza kabla masiku zake hazijafika. All this process inafanyika, Betty's soul and the spirit of Betty zinaona kitu ambacho kinatendeka. Na wakati anashuhudia, she doesn't have the power of reacting to the normal human beings who are there. You see, have you ever asked yourself, or have you ever stood side by side? Umaisimama kando ya sanduku ambalo liko na mtu mwenye amekufa. Have you ever asked yourself, when we are crying, is this person listening to how we are crying? Does this person knows the pain we are going through? How is this person feeling when we are mourning? When we are giving out when we are testifying about him or her. Mtu anasikia na what can this person do? Definitely, the soul has separated with the body. And remember, the body ndio inakuanga na energy ya reaction. But the soul inaona, spirit yake inaona kitu ambacho kinaendelea. The body tries to wake up, the body tries to react, but mwili ishapoteza the spirit. Now the body without the spirit, it is useless. It's just like a balloon ambayo imetolewa pressure. It cannot even fly. Yezi enda angani, yezi fanya nini. That is how the dead behave. Mtu ambaye amekufa anasikia vile mnalia, vile mnazungumza na vile mnafanya kitu chochote ambacho mnafanya. Mtu ambaye amekufa anasikia. That's why unapata baada ya mazishi vitu zinaanza kufanyika. Some zinakuja in form of mikosi mibaya, zina affect some specific people. Na hao watu ambao wanakuwa affected baada ya mazishi ya mtu fulani, ukiangalia deep down the line, hao watu ambao hizi mikosi zinafuata, number one, huenda they were too close to this person, they were friends to this person, huenda they were loved that much by this person. Number two, huenda huyu mtu ambaye amekufa, huyu mtu ambaye kitu kimemfanyikia baada ya mazishi ya mtu fulani, huenda this person had a secret with this person ambaye amekufa, ama alikuwa an enemy. Now they are repaying in terms of reaction through the spirit. That's why kuna maboma wa mtu akikufa na vijana watoto wa boma ni walevi. Wale watoto wanafika mahali wanaamua kuacha pombe once and for all. When wanaamua kuacha pombe, the spirit ya ule mtu labda alikufa akitamani watoto wake waache pombe, then it comes in our support. Wakisikia kiu ya pombe, your spirit inakausha. Kuna maboma mtu akikufa, ile boma ndio linainuka. Hiyo boma ilikuanga chini completely. But when someone dies, ndio unaona hiyo boma wameanza kujenga, watoto wamefanikiwa, yani vitu zinaanza kuenda smooth. Na kuna boma ambayo vitu zilikuwa zinaenda smooth wakati mtu fulani alikuwa hai, and the moment this person dies, hiyo boma inasambaratika, watoto hawaelewani, vitu zinakatika, and the connection of the familyhood ina disappear. Now, Betty Bayo alikuwa na 2 men. Mwanaume mmoja ni bwana ambaye amezaa naye watoto. Mwanaume mwingine ni mwanaume ambaye alijitokeza kumchukua when she was lonely. And all these 2 men, kila mtu ako na weakness yake. Wa kwanza mkewe alipotea, na wa pili alikuwa tapeli. Wa kwanza alikuwa tapeli, na wa pili mkewe akakuwa amekufa. So Betty Bayo, who is a Christian, ni nani angemuongoza? Angemuonyesha the true way? Could Betty Bayo have not involved with these 2 men? Could she be alive? That is a question we are asking. We are not judging. God is the one who judge, not us. Lakini sometimes ladies who are watching this, kama uko pale nje, wewe umekuwa tasa kwa muda mrefu and things that are happening in your life haziendi vizuri. For example, wewe umekuwa tasa, unatamani kupata mtoto upati. Unatamani vitu vifanyike vile, like unajaribu kurun biashara, hizo biashara haziendi. Umejaribu kufanya hii, haiendi. Uko na nyota ndio ya kupata pesa, ndio uko na nyota ndio ya kupata people, paka wengine wanapata sponsors wakuja kuwasaidia to lift them up, but them themselves they cannot do something na ionekane kwa watu. Kwa nini? There is a captivity spirit ambayo imewashika, na hii spirit if we analyze, that's why mimi ukinipigia simu huwa tuna analyze mambo yako. Mimi wana analyze na wewe, nataka kujua huyu mtu mwenye ananipigia simu mambo yake inaendaje. So Betty Bayo atazikwa na mengi yatatokea. I want to tell you without fear. Wengi mtaanza kuongea kuhusu kifo ya Betty Bayo, but tuulizane, did Betty Bayo die her natural death? If no, where is the spirit of Betty Bayo? If someone dies through killing, mtu akiuawa, the spirit huwa haitoki, inaenda. The spirit huwa inabaki na sisi kwa universe hadi ile wakati wake wa kukufa, wakati utafika ndio spirit itoke. Now this means that Betty Bayo anaenda kuwa na sisi for this whole period of time, na kuna watu wanaenda kuumia. Let us see. There are a lot of things which are going to happen kwa matanga ya Betty Bayo. Na ndio maana mimi nimeambia Kenyans and everyone who is watching this, we need to protect the family of Betty Bayo. Ndio maana naenda kuacha hapo number. I want that number to many pale, whatever you can send, I will appear in that family, na naweza kuja in form of anything. I can appear kwa hiyo mazishi ya Betty Bayo in form of anything. In form of anything, expect me to appear there, or expect the spirits to appear there in form of anything. We are coming to protect that family because kuna cult imetuma mtu akuje afanye kitu fulani so that mambo yake iweze kunyooka. That number ambayo tunaenda kuacha pale kwa screen, kama uko na 1000, kama uko na 500, kama uko na nini, tuma kwa hiyo number, because we want to go there and make sure that we are protecting that family. And if you have a spiritual issue, if you are a man, if you are a woman, you are facing some marriage problem, we have solution. Like in the previous video, kuna dawa ambayo tumeletea wanaume na wale akina dada ambao hawana hamu na mambo ya kindoa, kitu kama sex, they cannot finish the journey, the race. Wanaume ambao mwezi maliza hiyo race, kuna dawa and we have a solution. I'm giving out on a commission at only 1,500 for the first 10 people. Kuanzia pale we will be selling that, hiyo dawa itakuwa inauzwa over 5,000. Now for the first 10 people, please, you can book that medicine at only 1,500. Check my number 0706052199. Send me your name, location, na useme unataka ngapi. Kama unataka utumie dawa moja, useme 1, alafu utume pesa either kwa paybill number ambayo tutaandika hapo chini, ama kwa hiyo namba ya WhatsApp. Now we want to go and protect matanga ya Betty Bayo. So how watu wanajifanya mapasta na hizi cult ambazo zimetumwa kutumia hiyo opportunity ya kunyang'anya na kanisa nafasi. Mimi personally ningeomba we come together, we think as human beings pamoja, tusaidiane, we go and protect. Na katika hii protection there are things we are going to use. Hii matanga ya Betty Bayo itafanyika on Thursday. We want to go and help the family and the growing kids, so that what is going to befell upon them isifanyike. Mimi sitakataza Kanyari kuingia hiyo matanga, sitakataza huyo bwana ya Betty kuingia, na sitakataza mtu yoyote kuingia, but matanga ya Betty inaenda kukuwa na lot of cultism. Cult mingi zinaenda pale kufanya mambo yao tofauti. In fact, hizi cult wameshaanza kufanya mambo wakati Betty yuko wapi? Mortuary. And that is so bad. Na kuna vitu I'm going to speak here on Wednesday. On Wednesday I'm going to release a statement. Na I'm going to release that statement na ushahidi wa kutosha. So we can protect this family. If you are there, you feel like we should protect this family, unaweza ukachangia kwa hii namba, because we are nitakuwa na other spiritualists ambao tutakuwa tunaenda kule kusaidia familia, na there are things we are going to use. Kuna vitu tunaenda kutumia that night before tuamkie hiyo matanga, and these things zina cost pesa. So if you feel like you can contribute so that tufike pale tuweke protection. Na mimi nimeambia watu vizuri, we will come to that funeral in form of anything. Expect that. Mnaweza ona ndege wengi wamekuja. Mnaweza ona hawa jibwa ambao wanakula mifupa wengi wamekuja. Mnaweza ona anything. So if you feel like you can contribute to that number, the number is 07 06 05 21 99. Pia kwa wale wenye wanataka ku contribute through the paybill number, tunaenda kuwatumia hiyo paybill number hapa. I think they will write down here to contribute pale, tuende to protect familia ya Betty Bayo. From mimi hapa, if you have any spiritual issue, any marriage issue, just contact that number na mimi tutaweza kusaidiana na wewe. I'll give you direction. The last time my number is 0706 05 21 99. Call me and you get your solution instantly. Bye bye.